Let's talk about one of the most controversial uses of presidential power in U.S. history. When President Donald Trump left office, and again during his return to power, he issued hundreds of pardons and commutations. But these weren't your typical last-minute clemency decisions. They shocked legal experts, outraged critics, and left the country asking, what is justice anymore? Let's start with this bombshell. Trump pardoned over 1,500 individuals connected to the January 6th Capitol riot, including members of extremist groups like the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. That's right. People convicted of storming the U.S. Capitol and threatening democracy were granted full, unconditional forgiveness. Among them, Enrique Tarrio, Proud Boys leader, convicted of seditious conspiracy. Stewart Rhodes, founder of the Oath Keepers, also convicted of seditious conspiracy. Critics call this the most sweeping political pardon in modern U.S. history. But it doesn't stop there. Trump also granted clemency to Larry Hoover, co-founder of one of the most violent street gangs in American history, the Gangster Disciples. He was serving multiple life sentences for murder and drug trafficking. Trump commuted his federal sentence. Reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley, convicted of tax fraud and bank fraud, walked away with full pardons. Ex-Governor Rod Blagojevich, sentenced for trying to sell Barack Obama's Senate seat, pardoned after already having his sentence commuted years earlier. Even NBA YoungBoy, a rapper with federal gun charges, made the list. And guess what? Most of these cases bypassed the standard Department of Justice review process. Trump didn't wait for recommendations. He went with loyalty, fame, and media buzz. Critics say this wasn't justice, it was political theater. Legal scholars warn these pardons blur the line between justice and power. They weren't just about mercy, they were about sending a message that loyalty might just outweigh legality. So here's the question. If a president can pardon violent rioters, convicted politicians, and public figures, who's really above the law? Tell us what you think in the comments. And don't forget to share this post, because this is the kind of history they'll talk about for decades.